Utilities Board Meeting. It's Thursday, May 13th, and it's 4 p.m. First of all, we'd like to call the meeting to order and then have the approval of the agenda and the conflict of interest.
Move to approve the agenda. I'll second.
Roll call vote.
Carol, aye.
Connie, aye.
Terry, aye. Reese, aye.
Next would be the approval of the consent agenda. All items listed on the consent agenda would be enacted with one motion, and a roll call vote would be the minutes of the April 22nd board meeting, the abstracts of claims number 1188 in the amount of $1,058,420.39, and then the upcoming board meetings for May 27th. It's an in-person Zoom meeting, and then June 10th is the electronic board meeting.
Move to approve the consent agenda. Second.
Roll call vote.
Carol, aye.
Connie, aye.
Terry, aye. Reese, aye.
All right, moving forward, it's time and place for the public hearing regarding the application with the USDA Rural Development for financial assistance for the water system repairs and rehabilitation. Have there been any written objections?
None.
Have there been any oral objections?
None.
Anybody online have any objections?
There aren't any.
Okay, the time for receiving objections is closed. Okay, next is the resolution for the Board of Trustees for the Harlan Municipal Utilities agreeing to apply for financial assistance with the United States Department of Agriculture Rural Development to finance the water system rehabilitation and repair costs.
Yes, this is for the proposed four new wells and the new piping in the well fields, what we call our gathering system, which for water delivery to the processing plant, water treatment plant.
I move to approve that resolution. Second.
Roll call vote.
Carol, aye.
Connie, aye.
Terry, aye. Reese, aye.
All right. Next would be the PFM engagement letter in connection with the issuance of water revenue capital loans during drinking water facilities financing program series 2021 in the amount of $10,000 and SRF disclosure of conflicts.
Yes, this is a required cash flow projection as part of the funding mechanism. We have to do cash flow projections. And so PFM engagement letter will address that part of the application process.
That's what goes to the USDA for their.
Yes, the analysis. That's when they evaluate it.
I'll move to approve the PFM engagement letter. Second.
Roll call vote.
Carol, aye.
Connie, aye.
Terry, aye. Reese, aye.
All right. Next will be the resolution fixing date for a meeting on the proposition to authorize a loan and disbursement agreement in the issuance of notes to evidence the obligations of the city thereunder not to exceed $430,000 of water revenue capital loan notes.
Yes, this is for the portion that goes to design and planning. It's kind of an advanced funding for it. It's on a 3-year zero interest to get through the design and planning portion of it. And that would be repaid through the larger loan through the USDA once we get to that point.
I will move to approve that resolution. Second.
Roll call vote.
Carol, aye.
Connie, aye.
Terry, aye. Reese, aye.
Okay. The next would be the telecom petition, approve the engagement letter with equipment marketers and appraisers, EMA, and the execution and delivery thereof. And then B, approve the $15,000 fee and payment thereof as provided in the engagement letter, including paying $7,500 upfront and paying the other $7,500 when the report is ready.
Yes, this is in response to the telecom petition. By Iowa code, we had to retain the appraiser to evaluate the business. That was on our behalf. And then we're also approved, subject to IUB approval, a second appraiser recognized by the IUB to do the business appraisal. And then the third part being the asset appraisals, and that's what this portion is relevant to, or related to, is for the basic asset appraisal.
So what was attached to that appraisal? That's just a sample?
That was our equipment inventory
That was our equipment.
that we gave him a list of, yeah. So that's what he's doing the appraisal of.
Okay.
We basically showed him what we required us for, what we kind of believe it's valued at, and then that's the basis for what you'll approve for assets.
Okay.
And has this already had that legal review or not?
Yeah, at the last time, Matt had requested certain portions of the language be removed related to disclosure, because everything we do has to be up public information. And Matt didn't want us to just cross it out and initial it. He wanted the language actually physically removed. So we did have the agreement 3 weeks to that effect.
And he did approve it yesterday.
He did approve it yesterday.
Okay. Anybody else have questions?
No. I move to approve the engagement letter and the fee for completing the appraisal.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Carol,
Connie, aye.
Terry, aye.
Reese, aye.
All right. Next would just be informational items, the Murphy Tower invoice for labor for lights and the telecommunications tower in the amount of $1,140.
I had hoped the city would be on for this one. We have been over.
Mike Colby
Mike
did
is-
dial in.
okay,
Yep.
okay, Mike's on, all right, good. We have been looking for a tower company to come in. We don't know if we took a lightning strike or what last year, but we had some problems with our lighting on the tower. It's been ongoing for a number of months. We've had some trouble bringing in a company to check it, primarily because they've all been fully engaged in the 5G upgrade with all wireless carriers. So getting somebody to come in and look at our old tower has been a bit of a problem, but we have found Murphy Tower has agreed to come in and repair the lighting. And the city had made several inquiries of it, on behalf of the airport and that type of thing. We did have FAA. We've been dealing with the FAA to make sure it was all advertised and out there that the tower was having some problems with lights. So we were cleared from a liability standpoint as far as the FAA notification. But we have finally located somebody who can come in and make the repairs. So I just wanted to let everyone know that that's being scheduled.
Actually, Murphy Tower, what they sent was a proposal 1140, and then there's, if any additional work needs to be done, then it could be more. So it's not an invoice, it's a proposal.
Yeah.
Right.
To identify the problem, and it'll basically be parts and materials that.
And we're ready for the CEO report.
I'll hold most of this until the next meeting, but I just a couple of pieces of information. First of all, we do have a new full-time employee. Jess Gesser has filled our open telecom CSR position, so she's now on board full-time. And then also, as you'll probably be hearing, we did receive APPA recognition for reliability. So we did release a press release in that regard to local media. And our reliability factor is 99.992% reliable. And that puts us in the upper 25 percentile from the standpoint of utilities nationwide. So that's all I have. Unless you have questions. I'll hold anything else until the regular meeting.
Okay, anybody else got something? All right, then we are adjourned.
Your company. That's exactly like that.